Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to you about a power within you, a force so mighty it can change the course of your life. That power is self-belief and confidence. It is the quiet voice inside that whispers, you are capable, you are worthy, you are made for greatness. Self-belief is the cornerstone of every achievement and the root from which confidence grows. It begins with understanding something deeply important, that your value is not based on external circumstances, opinions, or temporary successes and failures. Your worth is intrinsic, unchanging, and tied to who you are at your core as a human being. When you come to recognize this, you unlock the door to a kind of strength that no hardship or criticism can shake. Too often, people look for confidence in achievements, talents, or the approval of others. While these things can support and encourage you, they are fragile foundations. Achievements can be taken away, talents may falter, and people's opinions will change. But when your self-belief is rooted in the knowledge that you are inherently valuable, created with purpose and potential, it becomes a powerful force that sustains you through every challenge. Understanding this starts with acceptance. Accept yourself fully with all your imperfections, weaknesses, and past mistakes. Accepting yourself is not about settling or ignoring areas where you need to grow. Rather, it is about embracing your current reality with honesty and compassion. When you stop battling your own identity and start embracing who you are, you build a deep well of inner peace. This peace becomes a strong foundation from which true confidence arises. Self-belief also means recognizing the unique gifts and qualities you bring to the world. No one else can fulfill your role or live your story. This uniqueness is a gift, not a burden. When you accept this, you begin to see your life's purpose more clearly, and confidence naturally follows. It is like knowing you have been given a distinct instrument to play in the orchestra of life, and that your contribution matters deeply. This foundation of self-belief is not just about you. It connects you to something greater, a source of strength that transcends your own efforts. Many find this through faith or spirituality, a relationship with a higher power that instills a sense of belonging and purpose beyond personal circumstances. This connection reminds you that you are never alone and that your value is recognized by the one who made you with infinite care. When doubt or fear try to shake your belief, return to this foundation. Reflect on the unchanging truth of your worth. Let this truth guide your thoughts and actions. Speak words of affirmation to yourself. Practice gratitude for your gifts and progress. When you do this consistently, your mind rewires to focus on possibility rather than limitation. In everyday life, this means stepping forward even when the path is unclear, trusting in your ability to learn and grow. It means standing firm in the face of criticism or failure, knowing these do not define you. It means valuing yourself enough to set healthy boundaries, pursue your dreams, and surround yourself with people who support and encourage your journey. Ultimately, the foundation of self-belief is a commitment to seeing yourself through eyes of hope and grace. It is a declaration that you are worthy of love, success, and happiness, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Build this foundation carefully, and you will find confidence rising naturally from within, ready to carry you toward all the good that awaits. Absolutely. Here is an expanded version of the second keynote, as overcoming doubt through faith, in about 500 words without a heading. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience. It creeps in quietly, often when we face uncertainty, challenges, or the unknown. Everyone, no matter how strong or successful, encounters moments of hesitation and fear. But what separates those who move forward with confidence from those who remain stuck is their response to doubt. Overcoming doubt requires more than just wishful thinking. It requires faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your purpose, and often faith in something greater than yourself. Doubt feeds on fear and uncertainty. It whispers lies that you are not enough, that your dreams are too big, or that failure is inevitable. These lies can paralyze you, keeping you trapped in a cycle of worry and indecision. But faith, when embraced deeply, cuts through this fog of doubt like a light in the darkness. It is a deliberate choice to believe in possibilities beyond what your eyes can see, beyond what your current feelings suggest. Faith is not blind optimism. It is rooted in truth and hope. It is the conviction that despite obstacles, there is a way forward. This kind of faith nurtures courage, enabling you to take steps even when the outcome is uncertain. It is the quiet confidence that you are not alone in your journey and that your life has meaning and direction, even if the path is not yet clear. To overcome doubt through faith means to acknowledge your fears but refuse to be ruled by them. It means to trust that your past experiences, your inner strengths, and the guidance you receive will equip you for what lies ahead. Faith invites you to lean on a higher power or a greater purpose, a source of strength beyond your own, especially when your own resources feel depleted. Practicing faith involves cultivating a mindset that looks beyond immediate difficulties. It is a practice of patience and perseverance, understanding that growth often comes through struggle. When doubt tries to convince you that you should give up, faith reminds you that setbacks are temporary and can lead to greater wisdom and resilience. Faith also transforms how you speak to yourself. Instead of allowing doubts to dominate your inner dialogue, faith encourages affirmations of possibility and strength. It helps you focus on what you can control, your effort, your attitude, your persistence, rather than on things beyond your reach. Moreover, faith connects you to a community of support. When you believe in a higher purpose or a shared human journey, you are more open to receiving encouragement and guidance from others. This community can strengthen your faith, reminding you that you do not walk alone. In moments of doubt, pause and breathe deeply. Reflect on past victories, no matter how small, and remember times when you overcame challenges. Let these memories fuel your faith. When you embrace faith, you turn doubt from an enemy into a teacher, an invitation to grow stronger and more resilient. Ultimately, overcoming doubt through faith is a daily choice. It is the commitment to believe in yourself and your path, even when certainty is elusive. It is the trust that with every step forward, you are moving closer to the fulfillment of your purpose. In this faith, confidence is born, steady and unwavering, ready to carry you through every challenge life brings. Certainly, here is an expanded version of the third keynote, the power of positive affirmation. In about 500 words, without a heading, the mind is a powerful tool, shaping the way we see ourselves and the world around us. The thoughts we allow to dwell in our minds create the lens through which we interpret our experiences. Positive affirmation is the practice of consciously choosing thoughts and words that uplift, encourage, and build strength within us. It is not just a feel-good exercise, but a transformative habit that rewires the brain to focus on possibility and confidence rather than fear and doubt. Every day, each of us is faced with countless messages, some external from the world around us and some internal from our own self-talk. When negative thoughts dominate, they slowly erode our self-belief and rob us of the courage we need to pursue our goals. These thoughts might sound like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I don't deserve happiness. When repeated often enough, they become internal truths that limit our potential and prevent us from stepping boldly into our purpose. Positive affirmation challenges and replaces these limiting beliefs with empowering truths. When you say to yourself, I am capable, I am worthy of success, or I can overcome challenges, you begin to change the narrative inside your mind. These affirmations are declarations of faith in your potential, reminders that your worth is not dependent on circumstances, but is inherent and unshakable. The power of positive affirmation lies not just in the words themselves, but in the consistency of practice. It requires repetition, patience, and intention. Like planting seeds in fertile soil, each positive affirmation nurtures the growth of confidence and resilience. Over time, these seeds sprout into a strong, unwavering belief in yourself that influences your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Positive affirmations also shape your behavior. When you truly believe that you are capable and deserving, you are more likely to take risks, face challenges, and persist through setbacks. Affirmation fuels motivation and helps maintain focus on your goals, even when the journey becomes difficult. Moreover, positive affirmation builds emotional strength. When doubts or fears arise, affirmations act as a shield, protecting your mind from the corrosive effects of negativity. They help you maintain a hopeful and optimistic mindset, which is crucial for mental well-being and long-term success. To incorporate positive affirmation into your life, start by identifying the negative thoughts you commonly experience. Then, consciously create positive statements that counter these doubts and fears. Speak these affirmations aloud, write them down, or meditate on them daily. It can be helpful to keep reminders visible on your mirror, desk, or phone to reinforce these messages throughout your day. Surround yourself with positive influences that reinforce your affirmations, whether through encouraging friends, inspiring books, or uplifting environments. This support strengthens the impact of your affirmations and helps you internalize their truth. Remember, positive affirmation is a practice of love and respect for yourself. It is a commitment to treat yourself with kindness and to believe in the possibilities that lie within you. When you nurture this habit, you build a mindset where confidence flourishes naturally, enabling you to step into your life's purpose boldly and with joy. In the end, the power of positive affirmation is a gift you give yourself, one that transforms your inner world and consequently the world around you. It opens the door to a future shaped not by fear, but by faith and confidence in who you truly are. Of course, here's an expanded version of the fourth keynote, as action builds confidences, in about 500 words without a heading. To confidence is not something that magically appears one day. It is something that grows through action. Many people believe confidence is a feeling that must come before they take steps toward their goals. In reality, confidence is often the result of movement. Small, deliberate actions that prove to yourself you are capable. When you act despite fear or uncertainty, you train your mind and body to trust your abilities. And this trust becomes the foundation of genuine confidence. Taking action means stepping outside your comfort zone, even when it feels uncomfortable or risky. It means pushing past the voice inside that says, "What if I fail?" or "I'm not ready." Each time you choose to move forward, you gather evidence against those fears. You begin to see that you can handle challenges, learn from mistakes, and improve with practice. This process rewires your brain, strengthening neural pathways associated with courage and competence. Action does not have to be grand or perfect to build confidence. Even the smallest steps matter. Making a phone call, speaking up in a meeting, trying a new skill, or simply setting and following through on a goal. These small victories accumulate, creating momentum that propels you toward bigger achievements. Over time, what once felt intimidating becomes familiar and manageable. It is important to understand that action and confidence share a reciprocal relationship. Confidence encourages action, and action builds confidence. Sometimes you must act first to create the confidence you seek. Waiting for confidence to appear before you try can lead to stagnation and missed opportunities. Instead, choose to act knowing that confidence will follow. Taking action also requires resilience. You will face setbacks and failures along the way. These moments are not signs that you lack ability. They are natural parts of growth. Each failure teaches valuable lessons and provides insights that help you improve. When you keep taking action despite obstacles, you demonstrate to yourself that your worth and potential are not defined by temporary setbacks. Another critical aspect of building confidence through action is setting realistic expectations. Perfectionism can paralyze you, causing you to hesitate or avoid trying altogether. Remember that progress, not perfection, is the goal. Celebrate each step forward, no matter how small, and recognize that every effort brings you closer to your dreams. Taking action also involves preparation and learning. Confidence grows when you develop your skills and knowledge. Investing time in learning builds a sense of competence which makes action less daunting. The more equipped you feel, the more willing you are to take initiative and face challenges head-on. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can encourage you to take action as well. When others believe in you and your abilities, their confidence rubs off on you. They can cheer your progress, offer guidance, and remind you of your strengths when you doubt yourself. Ultimately, action is the bridge between dreams and reality. It transforms hope into achievement. When you commit to taking steps each day toward your goals, you cultivate a deep, lasting confidence that is rooted in experience and perseverance. This confidence becomes a powerful force that carries you through uncertainty and empowers you to live boldly, fulfilling your purpose with courage and conviction. Failure is often feared and misunderstood. Many see it as a sign of defeat or a reflection of their worth. But resilience teaches us to see failure in a different light. Failure is not the end of the road. It is an essential part of the journey towards success and growth. It is through failure that we learn, adapt, and ultimately become stronger. When you encounter failure, it's natural to feel disappointment, frustration, or even shame. These feelings are valid, but should not be allowed to define you. Resilience is the inner strength that helps you rise above these emotions. View failure as a teacher and keep moving forward. It is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to face adversity with courage, and to maintain hope even when circumstances seem bleak. Resilience begins with mindset. Instead of seeing failure as a permanent condition, resilient people see it as a temporary challenge. They understand that failure is an event, not an identity. This distinction is crucial because it frees you from the trap of self-doubt and negativity. It allows you to examine what went wrong, extract lessons, and plan your next steps with renewed determination. Every failure carries a lesson if you are willing to look for it. Maybe a strategy needs adjustment, a skill requires more practice, or perhaps you need to approach the problem from a different angle. When you embrace failure as an opportunity to learn, it becomes a valuable part of your personal and professional development. Building resilience also involves cultivating patience and persistence. Success rarely comes overnight. It often requires repeated efforts, many of which may fail before you succeed. Those who succeed are not those who never fail, but those who refuse to give up. They persist, learn from mistakes, and continue to strive toward their goals with unwavering commitment. Another important aspect of resilience is self-compassion. When failure strikes, it's easy to fall into harsh self-criticism. But resilience means treating yourself with kindness, recognizing that imperfection is part of being human. Encouraging yourself after a setback nurtures your emotional strength and fuels your motivation to try again. Resilience is strengthened through experience. Each time you recover from a failure, your confidence grows. You begin to trust that you have what it takes to overcome obstacles, no matter how difficult they seem. This trust builds a foundation for greater risk-taking and bolder actions, which are essential for growth. Surrounding yourself with supportive people also helps resilience. Friends, mentors, and loved ones who believe in you can provide encouragement and perspective when you face setbacks. Their support reminds you that failure is not a sign of isolation or defeat, but a shared human experience on the road to achievement. Ultimately, resilience transforms failure from a stumbling block into a stepping stone. It turns loss into gain, weakness into strength, and doubt into confidence. When you cultivate resilience, you become unstoppable because you know that no matter what challenges come your way, you have the power to rise, learn, and continue your journey. In embracing resilience, you unlock your potential to grow beyond limitations and to live with courage and hope. Failure loses its sting, and confidence takes root, steady, enduring, and ready to carry you toward the life you were meant to live. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and the journey towards self-belief and confidence is never meant to be walked alone. The role of community and encouragement in building confidence is profound and often underestimated. Surrounding yourself with people who support, inspire, and believe in you can make all the difference between giving up and pushing through challenges with renewed strength. Community provides a mirror through which you see yourself more clearly. When you are part of a group that encourages your growth, you receive honest feedback, constructive criticism, and affirmation. These reflections help you recognize your strengths and identify areas where you can improve, all within a safe and nurturing environment. This honest yet supportive feedback fuels your confidence because you learn that your value is recognized and that you are capable of growth. Encouragement from others serves as a powerful motivator. When someone expresses belief in your potential, it reminds you that you are not alone in your journey. Knowing that others are rooting for you can lift your spirits during times of doubt and exhaustion. Their faith in you often rekindles your own faith in yourself, making it easier to face obstacles with courage. Moreover, community fosters accountability. When you share your goals and dreams with others who care, you create a network of support that holds you responsible for your progress. This accountability pushes you to take action consistently and to stay committed to your vision. It's much harder to give up when you know others are cheering you on and expect to see you succeed. Being part of a community also means learning from others' experiences. Listening to their stories of triumphs and struggles offers valuable lessons and perspectives. It shows you that setbacks are normal and that perseverance leads to success. This shared wisdom builds resilience and confidence, reminding you that you are part of a larger human story filled with challenges and victories. Encouragement is not just about receiving support, but also about giving it. When you encourage others, you reinforce your own belief in your capabilities. Acts of kindness and support strengthen bonds and create an atmosphere where confidence can thrive. A community built on mutual encouragement becomes a powerful source of energy and inspiration for everyone involved. In addition, a positive community provides emotional safety. It is a space where you can be vulnerable without fear of judgment. Vulnerability is essential for growth because it allows you to confront your fears and doubts openly. When others accept you as you are, you feel safe to take risks, make mistakes, and learn, all vital steps toward building true confidence. The influence of community also extends beyond emotional support. It often opens doors to opportunities, resources, and mentorship. Networking with like-minded individuals can lead to collaborations, guidance, and new experiences that enhance your skills and broaden your horizons. These opportunities further build your confidence as you expand your capabilities and achieve new milestones. Ultimately, no one achieves lasting self-belief and confidence in isolation. It is through connection, encouragement, and shared growth that confidence flourishes most fully. When you invest in your community and allow yourself to be supported by it, you strengthen not only your own confidence, but also contribute to a culture where everyone can rise together. In embracing the power of community, you tap into a wellspring of encouragement that fuels your journey. It reminds you that you are valued, capable, and not alone. This collective strength becomes a foundation upon which your confidence stands firm, ready to carry you forward with hope, courage, and conviction. Self-belief and confidence are not destinations, but ongoing journeys. At the heart of sustained confidence lies a commitment to continuous growth and learning. This mindset acknowledges that no matter where you are in life, there is always room to improve, evolve, and expand your capabilities. When you embrace learning as a lifelong process, you empower yourself to meet new challenges with curiosity and resilience rather than fear or hesitation. Continuous growth begins with humility, the willingness to admit that you don't have all the answers and that there is always more to discover. This humility is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It opens the door to new knowledge and experiences, keeping your mind flexible and your spirit open. When you accept that growth is a constant, You free yourself from the pressure of perfection and instead focus on progress. Learning can take many forms: formal education, reading, mentorship, hands-on experience, or self-reflection. Each new lesson, no matter how small, contributes to building your confidence because it adds to your toolkit of skills and insights. The more you know and understand, the more equipped you feel to handle whatever comes your way. This sense of preparedness naturally boosts your self-belief. Embracing growth also means viewing challenges as opportunities to learn rather than threats to your confidence. When you face difficulties, ask yourself, what can this teach me? Or, how can I use this experience to become stronger? This perspective shift transforms setbacks into valuable lessons. Instead of fearing failure, you begin to see it as an essential part of your development. Continuous learning requires curiosity, a genuine desire to explore and understand. Curiosity drives you to seek out new ideas, ask questions, and experiment with different approaches. It keeps your mind engaged and prevents stagnation. When you cultivate curiosity, you remain adaptable and open to change, which is crucial in a world that is constantly evolving. Another important aspect of growth is reflection. Taking time to assess your experiences, recognize your achievements, and identify areas for improvement helps you stay aligned with your goals. Reflection encourages self-awareness, which is key to making intentional decisions about your personal and professional life. When you are self-aware, you can celebrate your progress while also addressing your challenges constructively. The journey of growth is also strengthened by setting goals. Goals provide direction and motivation, giving you clear milestones to work toward. Each goal you achieve reinforces your confidence and propels you forward. Importantly, goals should be realistic and flexible, allowing for adjustments as you learn more about yourself and your path. In this ongoing process, patience is essential. Growth does not happen overnight, and there will be moments when progress seems slow or invisible. Trusting the process and remaining committed, even when results aren't immediate, builds resilience and deepens your self-belief. Ultimately, continuous growth and learning cultivate a mindset that embraces life's unfolding journey with enthusiasm and grace. It reminds you that your potential is not fixed, but ever expanding. With every new skill acquired, every lesson learned, and every challenge overcome, your confidence grows stronger and more enduring. This commitment to lifelong growth ensures that your self-belief remains vibrant and flexible, ready to support you through every new chapter of life. It empowers you to approach the future not with fear, but with excitement, knowing that you are always becoming the best version of yourself.